Welcome to the Willow Creek Industrial Spur. Here I am just in the Scott Street yard, shuffling some wagons around, making up the train to go into the main layout, into Allied Chemicals and the food processor. So we're just making the train up now. From my little switch list, I found that I needed to put 2 box cars into the Many-Lock Food, so that's what I'm doing at the moment. I'll do that while I'm in the yard. Yeah, now my switches is not exactly rocket science, but just putting some in there now, and then that's all I have to do in there. Sometimes I'll have to switch the steel supplier, but this is the only job. Spot 1 box car and near the door, and the other box car attached to it. Here you see me picking up the 2 covered hoppers to go down to the food processor, because I've got 2 acid wagons there, so I use these 2. I had to have a buffer car in each tank wagon, so I made up the sequence of what the cars have got to go into. So I'm just hooking them up now, ready to go into the main bit of the yard. It makes it quite enjoyable. You'll see there I haven't got the extension on. It turns into a big yard when I've got the extension on, but just doing short runs today. So. Here you see the train rounding the curve from the Scott Street yard coming into the main part of the layout there. You've got Reliable Lumber on the right there with that centre beam. So we'll just bring that in underneath the overpass there. Allied Chemicals is just to the right of the locomotive as it's coming in now. I usually run it like at this scale speed. Well, this speed anyway. It sort of slows it down a bit and all that sort of stuff. Looks like I'm taking the loop there. So I can just, this is the joy of making up the cars in the Scott Street yard. I can just pull them in here and I'll just go straight back into Allied Chemicals. So yeah, just a slight reposition of the camera there. Tripod just wasn't enough to get the loco underneath in the wagon, so I have to pick up that yellow rail box there. That's part of my switch list as well, so you'll just see me just about to shove the tank cars into the Allied Chemicals. And that's just got 2 spots there, so we'll push those in there, and then we'll start looking at running around our train to go to the food processor. So here we have our tank wagons safely stored in Hello Chemicals. We've got our 2 covered hoppers to go down to the food processor. So we'll start doing that. I've changed the camera angle again so you get a better view. That's where that blue box car is. That's where that food processing plant is going that I've been making on the groups and stuff. So yeah, it's a short little yard, just over 770 millimeters long, probably about 800 actually, 820 or something like that. The way I had to do it was had one covered hopper to drop off. Well, I had 2 covered hoppers drop off, but the box car, the air slide, and the corn syrup car there were still to be spotted. So here I am, just doing the shuffle around, just to bring it past so I can do the run around move. I've only got 1 run around, so it makes it quite interesting. So that's what I'm doing there now. So I'll spot one of the hoppers on the middle track there, and I'll put the other one on the team track for the next session. Yeah, I've just dropped off that covered hopper in the centre there. So yeah, like I said, I'm just pushing this one into the team track, and that's where it'll stay until next time. So it doesn't matter where it goes. It's just sit there. Right, here we are. Picking up my little controller again. Just a little Gauge Master controller. Very, very reliable. I love it. It's good size, this layout. This is a pure DC layout, so I'm not too fussed about that. It looks like I've missed the switch there. In fact, I did. So yeah. So what I have to do here now is I've got to take that black hopper out of MPA concrete, so I can get at the rail box car at Pro Plastics. So this is a pretty easy switch here. Just come back, hook it up, and then we'll just switch them around. You probably would have noticed there's a bit of a change in Pro Plastics. It used to have a wall at the end where the buffer was, where that yellow box car is. I've taken that wall out now, because in the future, when I get the food processor put up, that area behind the buffer will be where the tanks and stuff go. So it sort of makes a little bit more sense now. I wasn't really completely happy with the way it was. It was okay till I started expanding the layout. So, but here you see me just doing the simple shuffle around. So it's not much to do. So this will be the last move of the day. Here I am pointing out bits and pieces. So I took the audio off because there's all sorts of background noise and stuff and things like that. So I get the old skewer there, just like everybody else uses, and bit of a downhill incline there, but the wagons seem to roll quite well. So yeah, put this one back in MPA concrete, and then we'll have to go from there, run around the yellow box car and push it back to the yard. The loco and the wagon is on the only runaround I've got there, so you got to be very clever about how you do things, especially with the your big centre beams and things like that. Right, here I am, about to run around the box car to go back to Scott Street Yard. I'll pull it in, and all the locos. Well, I've got two Athearn locos and two Atlas locos, and they're very reliable. All Union Pacific stuff. So just 4-axle Jeeps. There's no need to have big six axle things on here. There's just no need for it. So they seem they're very, very reliable. All the track haven't really got any feeders apart from in the main yard. Everything else is run off just rail joiners. I've had no problems whatsoever. You've got to clean the track, just like everybody else. Some of the points get a little bit dirty after a while, but you just give them a little bit of a clean and away they go. It's never caused me any problems. So just just making sure the switches are right. So we're just doing the runaround now, and then we'll push it back into the Scott Street Yard. So anyway, thank you for watching. Enjoy the last little bit of this video. Please like and subscribe. And this was my first sort of real operations video of how some of the industries work. I've still got the steel supply and reliable lumber and things like that to go. But yeah,